What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack live here in Los Angeles on a Saturday, man. What's good? What's goody? Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. Breaking news. Breaking news. Colorado Buffaloes quarterback Shedeur finally got off an NFL punishment, and now he's in the National Football League. That's what it is, and we about to talk about it. Shedeur is an NFL player, and there's a lot that needs to be said. First things first, salute to the Unfiltered Nation. Salute to the Unfiltered fam. Salute to the Mod Squad. Salute to the goons in the chat. Run the likes up for your boy, man. Keep the likes at 50%. I see you, XT. Thanks for the $9.99 dono. That's what you do. Last but not least, tip your bartender. Your boy's been busy, bro. I just got home, dog. I just got home. I've been gone, man, all morning, man. I had things to do. I know y'all sitting around, man, watching the draft, man. I know you guys are sitting around watching on every word. I stopped watching it yesterday, dog. I said that was it for me. I ain't doing no more. Because it's like, I'm not going to sit there and frustrate myself knowing that there was moves that could have been made and they're not being made. All right? So I was like, hey, man, I'm good. Go ahead and move on, man. Other things. Okay? So your boy, man, I had things to do, man. I had things to go get. Okay? I had things to go pick up, man. You know, you thought I was gonna sit around here watch the whack ass draft all day, bro? You thought I was gonna sit around watch the whack ass draft all day, bro? Nah, dog. Nah, man, I got a life. I got shit to do. I got shit to go pick up. I'll show you these a little later. Okay, but I just went, did that, had breakfast with the family because they was with me. Just went to lunch with the family after we went shopping. I came home. On the way home, I'm on the 405 heading back to the crib. I get text by everybody telling me Shedeur's in the National Football League with the Cleveland Browns at 122. And we're about to talk to it. We're about to talk about it right now, man. But at first, you already know it's time to blaze one for the Unfiltered Nation. You already know that, bro. Okay, let me go ahead and get this popping, dog. Let me go ahead and get this popping right quick, okay? Let me go ahead and get that cracking. All right, straight up, bruh. Straight up, man. So, what's goody? What's goody with all you guys out there, man? What's goody, dog? What it is, what it ain't, you know what I'm saying? What it is and what it ain't, all right? But I'm always gonna smell good. I'm always gonna look good. And I'm always gonna smoke good, cause you know that's what it is. Okay, straight up. All right. Shedeur Sanders is in the league, man, and you know what's funny, bro? There's so many people. Let's run these likes up, man. So many people rooting for this kid's demise, man. It was funny to me, man, to see all these. I mean, when it's time for somebody to come out and be a straight hater, bro, this was the time, bro. I mean, every haters who never, ever had the talent to make a football team is out there criticizing somebody who actually just got drafted into the NFL. I mean, you can't make it up, man. The amount of arrogance. You talk about Shedeur needs to be humble. A lot of you fat ass, greasy ass, never did anything in your life ass people who got a smartphone, who never even made water boy on any type of team, whether it's the badminton team, the bowling team, the damn debate team, talking about people who've done far more than you ever, was going out of their way to try to hate on Shedeur, bro. I mean, it was crazy, bro. But guess what? Your hate didn't stop anything. He is now an NFL player. You did all of that shit for nothing. You did all. I mean, you did all of that hating for nothing, bro. Yeah, your hatred for Shedeur and his dad, Deion Sanders, didn't prevent him from doing anything that he wanted to do. If and what you were hating on didn't make him go in the fifth. You had no type of power at all, bro. Because if it was up to you, you wanted him to be a undrafted free agent. You wanted him to be a UDFA, and that didn't happen. So let's not act like you won some shit. You didn't win a. I was about to cuss. I was about to say the F word. I was about to say it. Okay, I'm gonna chill. I did enough cussing yesterday on yesterday's live. Okay, I'm a chill. All right? Nothing you did had any effect on anything. All you did was Twitter finger your way into talking about the next thing. All right. So I'm definitely going to talk about why this happened, how it happened, what's going on with this entire situation, and what it means in the future. What message did the NFL send? Okay. So first things first, man. Salute to Shedeur Sanders. You are an NFL player, bro. Doesn't matter whether or not you went to the Cleveland Browns. Doesn't matter if you went to the Jacksonville Jaguars. It doesn't matter, dog. There's 32 NFL teams, bro. You got drafted. You are officially one of the was 122. You are in the National Football League, young man. You have to salute that, man. Regardless of whatever else wanted to happen, it didn't. You didn't do shit. Number two, when I was reading all the comments, bro, from everywhere, all right, and I was on the NFL.com posts. That's where you see all these good old boy network ass people, bro, okay, who really want to try to act like they had some type of power when it came to that shit. I went there and was reading their comments, and now it went from Shedeur didn't make the first round. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Shedeur didn't make the second round. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Shedeur didn't make the third round. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Shedeur's not going to get drafted at all to when he got picked. Well, he went to Cleveland. That's where quarterbacks go to die. Dude, pick a side, bro. Like, decide what side you're going to be on. Stop trying to jump around, homie. You said he wasn't going to get drafted. You said he was going undrafted. He gets drafted. Now you're talking about where he got drafted to and who's there. Nah, dog. You're automatically disqualified from talking about anything because nothing you said happened. Nothing you said happened. Okay? You said that he wasn't going to get drafted. I even heard somebody say Shiloh's going to get drafted before him. I mean, the jokes were pouring out until he got drafted. Then it's like, well, let's switch jokes now. Nah, dog. He made the league in spite of you. He made the NFL in spite of you, homie. There's nothing that you had anything to do with, bro. Nothing you had to do with, okay? Stop trying to make it seem like you did something. You had no vote. You had nobody called your big ass, greasy ass to do anything. All right. You're just a fat ass, stinky ass fan. Okay. Stay in your funky ass lane, bro, and just continue to just hate and cheer for who you want to hate and cheer for. But you don't move the needle. You don't have a platform. You don't have any followers, no subscribers. You don't have any fans. You have nothing. You're just one disgruntled ass, gotta go to work today and make minimum wage ass person, which is nothing wrong with that. But don't talk about multi-millionaire African-American kids, bro, that already got more money than you'll ever have in your life and what they did and did not do, bro. I was looking at the pictures, bro. I'm looking, thanks for the $5 cash app, Justin, so I appreciate that. I was pushing on those people's comments to go look at their profile, dog. All of these dudes look the same, bro. They all was fat in the face. They all was from a certain demographic. And if you look at what they had on their shit, they look broke, bro. They look broke as hell, all right? Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. But don't talk about people that's doing far more than you, than what you ever have done in your life. hoping that they don't do nothing so you could justify your pathetic existence, homie. Because that's exactly what the hell you were doing, all right? Now, with all that being said, bro, let's get to what's important. You guys have been asking me, Shaq, what is going on with Shedeur? I mean, I got a lot of questions. Text to me, my homies, my friends, other people, DMs, posts, all y'all on the channel. A lot of you guys want to know what I thought and how I think it happened, what happened. All right, let's do that. The NFL sent a message. It's called making an example out of somebody that everybody's gonna remember. Shedeur Sanders is not a 5th round draft pick. Shedeur Sanders is not a 122nd draft pick. At the very worst, he was a 2nd round draft pick. All right? The reason why they put him on punishment is because they want to set the example for the next group of players that are coming out. That nothing and no one is bigger than the program. Nobody's bigger than the program, bro. The NFL stands for the National Football League. And they have a big ass shield on it. And the shield, the top half of the shield has stars and stripe colors, bro. Stars on it. It looks like the American flag, bro. Nobody's bigger than the program. And if you think you're bigger than the program, we're going to show you you're not. And unfortunately for Shedeur, and I love Shedeur. I love Shedeur. I love Prime. I love these fathers, bro. I love these fathers that stand on the front line, bro. I love the guys that stand out in front of their kid and take the slings and arrows from all the racists, especially the black ones, because there's going to be a changing of the guard, man. And you guys ain't going to like, there's going to be more of us out here that's standing in front of our kids, right? The Deion Sanderses of the world, the LeBron Jameses of the world with Bronny James that y'all didn't like, the LeVar Balls of the world, okay? There's going to be more of us standing in front of our kids, bro. We're not going to let you guys just come in and just take our kids and just run off with them, dog, and do what you want with them. That's not going to happen, all right? But with that being said, the NFL made a extreme statement and put Shedeur Sanders on straight up punishment, bro. He was put on punishment and he was deemed untouchable until they decided that was enough. And you know what, bro? I hope nobody tries that shit with the NFL again, bro. And to be honest with you, man, as much as I love Coach Prime, you're not Archie Manning. You're not Archie. You're not a Manning. You're not the Mannings. You don't get to say we're gonna do what the Mannings do. You're not. You're the GOAT cornerback. You're a gold jacket member. You got all the accolades, bro. I think you're the greatest cover corner to ever live. But that don't got nothing to do with being a Manning, bro. That Manning, that's a stature that they're not gonna let you get to. If anything, having Shedeur come in and do what they didn't do made it worse. All right? Here's how they messed up. Here's how the Sanders, senior and Sanders junior, okay, if you want to call them that, they really not, but Shedeur and Prime, how they miscalculated. That is a beautiful word. Let's get these likes up. Miscalculated their strategy in regards to Shedeur. The first mistake that they made was Shedeur not going to the combine. That was the first mistake they made. When Shedeur decided not to go to the combine, you're one of the most decorated, most profile players coming out of college. Okay, I don't care what nobody says about him, dog. Oh, he's this. Oh, he ain't that good. Oh, how you played against it. Oh, against BYU. All this stupid shit that you guys say, man. You guys didn't play. You guys are casuals. Y'all didn't play no football, bro. And if you did, you didn't start. Okay, you don't know how it feels to have a cheerleader tell you great touchdown run after the game. Okay, you don't know nothing about that shit. All right, that was a big mistake because, without question, the biggest well-known face in college football was Shedeur Sanders. He was on national commercials with Nike, national commercials with Kentucky Fried Chicken. He was very visible. When Shedeur Sanders snubbed the combine, that was the first mistake. The NFL did not like that. That discredited the combine. All right? That discredited it to have the biggest face in college football. I didn't say the best player. I didn't say the best player, dumbasses. I didn't say who was better. Because you guys are stupid. I already know. I was already waiting for you all to say something dumb. Not the best player in college football. The best known player in college football, the most visible, the most recognizable. You snubbed the combine, bro. You shouldn't have snubbed the combine. He said, I'm not doing it because I don't have to. First mistake. It wouldn't have mattered if Shedeur went and had a bad combine. It wouldn't have mattered if Shedeur went out there, man, and threw ducks every pass. Shedeur wouldn't have went 5. He wouldn't have went in the 5th round. Okay? He wouldn't have went in the 5th round if he went to the combine, bro. Because he would have been what? He would have been playing with the NFL script. The NFL has a script to follow. If you are a top player, okay, you have to follow the script. And he did not follow the script by not going to the combine. That's number one. That's the first mistake. But that's not the only mistake that he made, that they made. That's the first one. The second mistake was going to the combine and not participating in it. That was mistake number 2. Oh, he showed up to the combine, but he didn't participate in any of the activities at the combine outside of throwing the football. He didn't make himself accessible to the media. He didn't make himself accessible to the marketing. He didn't make himself, he's like, man, I'm here, just act like I ain't here. Dude, you're not going to be here to throw the football. You shouldn't have showed up to the combine anyway, bro. That's the equivalent of you didn't get an invite to the party, bro, and you showed up to the party at the door, dog. Like, no, dog. No. You're there to self-promote. You're there to utilize the entire situation and not patronize the NFL's hospitality or the marketing arm of what they were doing, bro. He did nothing with the combine. He did nothing with the guys. He was seen with Cam. Like when he did something, he's with Cam Moore. You're just kicking it. You're not, oh, there's no age. Hey, can we get you to do something? Nah, I ain't doing it. Nah, man, you know, hey man, no autographs, no interviews. No, I'm just chilling with my boy. No. Photo opping it. That was the second mistake, bro. And like I said, I love Shedeur, bro. But this is Uncle Shaq. All right, I'm gonna be an uncle right like I'm supposed to. Okay, then when mistakes are made, they have to be brought up, dog. All right. Being at the combine and not participating in the festivities is mistake number 2. Mistake number 3. During the interview process, I'm gonna read you guys' whoever tips gets their stuff read first. The interviews that you conducted were absolutely horrible, bro. The word coming out of all those interviews, especially his interview with the Giants, was absolutely atrocious, bro. Absolutely atrocious. You walked in there, dog, and didn't even give the teams the proper respect. And when I say that, that doesn't mean kiss nobody's ass. I'm never about kissing nobody's ass. I'm never about that. When I went into a job interview, I wasn't kissing ass to get a job. I was there to sell myself. I was there to sell my skills. If you did not appreciate my skill set, my education, my work history, you can kiss my black ass. I don't give a damn. All right, I'm out the door. But I didn't go in there belittling the place. I didn't walk in, put my feet on the desk and shit. Like, yeah, what's up, man? What y'all got to offer? I mean, what y'all doing? I mean, what you gonna do for me? Nah, dog. There's only one industry that's playing professional football that means anything, and that's the National Football League. You can't go in there, man, with the whole attitude of y'all, I ain't gonna be around and I ain't gonna do this and I ain't gonna do that type shit. All right. He blew that Giants interview, bro. That Giants interview is everyone's saying that. They saying, man, that Giants interview was one of the worst interviews that was ever conducted in the history of the combine. I wasn't there. I'm just telling you what's been reported, bro. And it hasn't been refuted. It hasn't been refuted. I haven't heard anybody from the Sanders camp come out and say anything that's untrue. I haven't heard shit about that. I just heard that his interview with the Giants was absolutely just appalling, bro. And when I say that doesn't mean that he was being disrespectful as far as his speech, because the kid don't be cussing nobody out and doing that type of shit. It's just you're not understanding that you talking to the Giants is talking to everybody. See, you don't get to disrespect the Giants, and then when you go talk to the Raiders, you on point. And then you go talk to the Jaguars, you lackadaisical, and then when you go talk to Mike Tomlin and them, nah, dog, you don't get the because we all are sharing notes, bro. The NFL shares notes on all these people. They're sharing notes when it comes to this. They're not sharing notes when it comes to scheme. They're not sharing notes when it comes to who we're gonna get, but they're sharing notes on who's who. If you talk about scouts, they talk. If I'm a scout for the Raiders and this dude's a scout for the Rams and we're both chilling and we're both watching the same thing, and after the thing is over, we're still gonna go get a drink. We're still gonna go, to the strip club and throw some money up. And we're gonna be like, yo, man, what did you think about Shedeur? Man, well, man, I noticed that his footwork. Yeah, I saw that too. You don't think that's what was going on? That's exactly what was going on. Once you did that to the Giants, bro, that was like, man, this kid's not understanding it. All right? Fourth mistake. You see how it keeps going, bro? You see how you could recover still from certain mistakes, bro. The fourth mistake. When I heard earlier in the week when they started announcing who was going to be at the draft, and they started talking about those picks that were going to be at the draft, Cam Ward, all these other dudes that you saw when the draft opened up and those guys walked on stage, Shedeur Sanders was not there, bro. He was one of the top picks that was supposed to be there. You didn't even go to the draft, dog. That's the fourth, and that was it. That was the biggest one after the first one. You didn't even come to the draft. All right? That was the nail in his coffin, bro. You're not there. You're in Texas having your own shindig. Gilly the kid, salute to Gilly, all of that big ass. You did all of that, dog. Not understanding, man, that you're showing the NFL. This kid is not understanding, man, who's the chef. You ain't understanding who cooking the food. You ain't understanding who's applying the food. You don't understand who the host is. Like, you ain't just gonna do your own thing and then come over here after and walk in, bro. And that's why he got put on punishment. That was a concerted, organized effort from every team in the league. As much as the fans think that the NFL is all like we are, we can't stand each other. Chief fans can't stand the Raiders. Raiders can't stand the Broncos. Broncos can't stand it. Steelers can't stand blah, blah, blah. 49ers can't stand whoop, whoop, whoop. Cowboys can't stand the Niners. Yeah, all the shit that we do don't got shit to do with the bottom line, which is that bag. All those owners meet several times a year in the same room and hash out and dish out exactly what the hell goes on in the league. It's our job to be the ones out here on the front lines fighting each other while the owners are chilling in Palm Beach, okay, eating veal cutlets and shit and drinking top-notch drinks while we're fighting each other, thinking that they're fighting each other. They're not fighting each other, bro. All right? They came to a straight consensus. Not one team touched Shedeur's ass all the way till today. It's the third day of the draft, bro, which is what? The last day of the draft. There is no draft tomorrow, homie. All rest of these 7 rounds are going to be done today. Today was the last chance for Shedeur to get drafted. Today, it was either going to happen today or he was about to be a UDFA, undrafted free agent. They said, do not touch his ass till the last day. And every team you can name multiple times, let his ass sit right there. Trying to tell you, bro, understand the NFL is not to be played with. If you want to be in the industry of football and they ask you, they gonna ask you, they ain't gonna beg you to do anything. If they ask you to do some shit, you better understand, man. Oh, you Billy Badass. Oh, I ain't doing it. Oh, I'm bigger than the program. You're gonna find out you're not. Tom Brady is the absolute GOAT quarterback in National Football League history. Okay? Whether you want to believe it or not, he is. Let's not act like the NFL didn't suspend his ass several times. You think you got it better than GOAT? You think you got it better than GOAT? GOAT didn't even deflate no footballs and his ass got suspended. GOAT didn't have anything to do with no filming on the sidelines and got reprimanded, bruh. Like, they'll suspend your ass and put you out to pasture. If they'll put GOAT to pasture, they'll put your ass to pasture. So, what does this mean? Well, does it mean that Shedeur should have been more humble? Nah. Being more humble didn't have anything to do with it. A lot of people want these young men of a certain background to humble themselves. For who? I don't believe in humbling myself for nobody. Okay? I'm not humbling myself to make you feel more comfortable. You crazy as hell. You better pick your integrity up, man. I'm not here to fund your insecurity. I'm not walking around here fearful of you so you could feel like you Billy Badass. Nah, dog. It didn't have nothing to do with being more humble. What it had to do with was timing. I don't have no problem with somebody that believes in themselves, dog. I wouldn't have nothing if I didn't believe in myself more than people didn't believe in me. I've been called worse than that. I've been called, oh, Shaq thinks he's this, and Shaq think, oh, Shaq think he better than everybody. Man, yeah, I do. Because if I don't, you're gonna make me be lower than you. You want me to be lower than you so you can build your ego off of my back. Nah, man, you're not building your ego on me. You're not putting your ego on my back, building a castle on me. I'm gonna tell you this. I believe that I'm this and that. If you think that I'm not, come over here and stop me. Come over here and beat me. It's like I did when I played sports. You think you're better than me in basketball? Check up. Check up, dog. We can go one-on-one right now. Check up. Oh, you think you're going to take my position on football field? You think you're going to be the starting tailback? Come out to tryouts. I'm gonna break your back, bro. I am a competitive person. I want you to think you're better than me. I want you to. So when I smash you, then I get to talk about you. I mean, there's people that's like that, bro. Don't act like Michael Jordan. Don't act like this guy ain't like that. He was the same way. You love him because you didn't have to compete against him. But he's straight and smashing your face in. Ask Steve Kerr when he punched him in the mouth. That's his teammate. Okay? Tom Brady, same way. Just ruthless. Yeah, you love him because you didn't have to compete against him. You try to stand in my way, bro, I'm definitely gonna take you out, bro. I'm the wrong one, bro. You better be good enough. And I haven't found nobody that stopped me from getting what I need to get, bro. Everywhere I go, I succeed because I outwork everybody. I'm gonna outwork. I came to YouTube. I couldn't even get 100 subscribers, bro. I couldn't even, I was stuck like on 257 forever. Subs. You know what I did? I said, man, they playing. Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and batten down the hatches. And guess what? I'm at 12,000 now. Like, nobody gave me shit. Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with believing in yourself. It ain't about being humble. Humble people don't get shit. Humble people don't get nothing, bro. You can be humble all you want to. You better hope your daddy left you some money. So it had nothing to do with that. The timing is what screwed it up. If Shedeur and Prime and them would have just waited, bro, if they just would have waited until he got drafted, then it's time to turn up. Now it's time to pull the gold chain out. Now it's time to turn up. Now it's time to have the party. Now it's too late. Now I'm in the league, bro. I'm in the league. He should have waited until he did all of that. You don't do that before, bro. Okay? You don't do that before, bro. All right? I'm telling you. All right? You finally get a date with Chloe from HR, bro. You've been trying to holler at her for 2 years, bro. She finally gave your raggedy hoe ass a chance to take her to Ruth Chris and spin a bag on her, bro. She gets into your whip. She's smelling good, looking good, all of that. And you turn around and say, yeah, we were about to take you out to dinner. Say, oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to this all week, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know, after this, man, you know you're going to have to give me them buns, right? Say, Big Shirley, homie. This is a 9 that's in your car, dog. You ain't never had more than a 6 in your car, and you tell her you clapping. As soon as you get in the car, you tell her you clapping at the end of the night. Nah, dog. Keep your mouth shut. Shut your ass up. Stop talking your way out of some buns. You don't say nothing. Keep your mouth shut. That's what Shedeur should have did. And after you clap, that's when you say, yeah, I knew what was going down. Too late now. Too late now, homie. But nah, you said what it was before what it was. Okay? That was the problem. Nothing wrong with being arrogant. Just do it at the right time. Play the game. Oh, yeah, I go to the combine, throw some balls. He wasn't going to have a bad combine. He might not have had a killer combine, but he was going to have a decent combine at the very least. Okay, he's very accurate. Just, you got your own receivers. Just, Travis was there. Travis is doing the combine. Travis is, everybody else is doing it but you. If Travis is the Heisman Trophy winner and he's doing the combine, why ain't you? Travis is out there catching passes and doing shit. Travis is participating. That's why Travis didn't have a problem moving up to 2. They're like, yeah, Travis is playing ball with us. But Shedeur, y'all, you made a mistake. So those are the 4 reasons why. Now, with all that being said, now it's time for you guys to find something else to hate on. Because haters, they don't stop hating. They just create a different lane to hate. So now it's, well, he's with the Browns, and that's where quarterbacks go to die, and they got 5 quarterbacks. You got to go to the next hate. And that's like, turn the page on the he's not getting drafted. Now you go to the next page in the book. Because that's what you guys do. It's not Shedeur. Shedeur didn't ask to be drafted by no Browns, bro. He didn't ask to be, because first he was like, I'm not going here. I'm not going there. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Then it was, hey, man, could somebody just pick me up? Okay, the Browns threw him a life preserver and shit. So y'all don't get to talk shit when you told him he wasn't going to make the league at all, and he gets drafted. And now you guys want to talk about where he's drafted to. I mean, we're not listening to you guys. We need more people. You need more people, bro. Three subscribers don't get it done, dog. Like, a lot of y'all that talk shit, and I wind up looking at your channel, talk about your mama and block you. I look at your subs. You've been on there 15 years. You got 3 subs. Like, nobody listens to you, man. Your own family don't even follow anything you say. Shut your whole ass up. With that being said, bro, now it's he's on this team and now this. I mean, you're going to keep hating. When it comes to going to the Browns and what they have going on, it's a good place for Shedeur. Number 1, Shedeur Sanders doesn't have it the way he thought he was going to have it, where he walks in and he's the man. He ain't the man now. He has to go in there and he has to prove himself now. Perfect. Now you got to compete, bro. Now competition ends all hate. I'm going to say that again, man. Write that down. Competition ends all hate. Because now I'm in competition with you. Now you have to show with me what you can do. You can hate from afar, but you can't hate from a close. Okay? You can't hate from a close. When you're standing on the line and I'm standing on the line and we got 40 yards and we're racing, your hate's not going to help you beat me. What it's going to do is let you see the bottom of my cleats. You're going to be so far behind me, you're going to actually read Nike or Jordan under my cleat. That's how far back I'm going to dust your ass that bad. All right? So, he's going to go to a place where he has to compete. He's there. Joe Flacco, who he absolutely cooked on day one, is going to be there. You're going to have to look Joe Flacco in the face. Person you talk shit about is your teammate. Deshaun Watson, if he can come back, you got to compete against him. Dylan Gabriel, you got to compete against him. And you got to compete against, what's his name? Kenny Pickett. It's all about, now they have to pay attention to your football prowess. So all you haters, bro, you're just going to have to, turn the page and create a whole new hate campaign because your first hate campaign didn't work. Him being stalled out from getting to where he had to go to don't mean nothing. Let me put it in the terms that some of us can understand using a fine-ass shooby-dooby. A lot of y'all, without an OnlyFans account, you'll never see one. You'll never see one at all. The scenario where you take Chloe out. You take Chloe out, man. Things went well. End of the night, you're trying to see whether or not it's going to pop off. You get a little kiss on the cheek. She leaves. You didn't clap. Go back. Hey, man, what happened with you and Chloe? Did you clap? Nah, I didn't. Blah blah blah. All right. You talk to her no more. You go out on another date the next week. Same thing. Y'all go to the movies this time. You're holding her hand. Woo, woo, woo. End of the night, she gives you a little bit of hug. Maybe give you a kiss on your little peck on the lips. You go back to the homies. Man, what's happening with you, Chloe? Man, you clap? Nah, it's week 2. Do it again, week 3. Do it again, week 4. Week 5, she finally throws you the buns. Did you hit? Yeah. Are you the butt of jokes, bro? Because it took 5 weeks? Are you the butt of jokes because it took 5 weeks to clap a 9? 5 dates? Nah, dog. That's when it was going to go down. She predetermined it was going to be 5 weeks. She predetermined it was going to be a month and a week. She predetermined it was going to be 45 days. She knew what she was going to do first date. All you had to do was not F it up. Not say nothing dumb. Not do nothing stupid. Not get caught slipping. Not get heard that you was on another town with another female and all that. You played your cards right, and in week 5, it went down. So how is Shedeur a laughing stock? He's in the league. Took 5 rounds. But is he in the league? He's in the league. And real ones is going to give him a salute for that. And I happen to be a real one. So salute to Shedeur Sanders. Better late than never, homie. And all you future guys out there, you better play it straight. Okay? If you play it straight, you will not be Shedeur. But Shedeur going to go in there and he going to play. He in there now. Now he knows what it is. He's been given a very, very strict. He was on house arrest. They put that damn shit on his leg and he couldn't leave. But now it's like, okay, we're going to let you off of house arrest. Come over here. Your ass is on probation. You're still on probation, young man. You're still on probation. You're still on probation. Don't go to Cleveland acting like you did before, bro. Just play football. Do not be brash. Do not pull up in all your gold chains on. Don't walk in pimp walking and shit. Yeah, all this shit is mine. Let's walk in, bro. Shake the coach's hand, GM. Hey, how y'all doing? And get into that playbook, bro. And another thing that was said at that meeting with the Giants and other things is that his blackboard work, his whiteboard work, X's and O's and play and all of that, that didn't go well. I heard that he did not do well when it came to the X's and O's in regards to, being able to read certain type of coverages and all of that. This is what I heard. All right. Okay. So at the end of the day, that's what that is. That's what happened. I'm happy for the kid. I'm just saying, if you want to be that, do not be surprised if you out the league. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being yourself if you can live it down. That's the problem. A lot of y'all barking and running y'all mouth, but you know damn well if you was in that position, you wouldn't be suggesting what you're suggesting him to do if it was you. That's why I don't listen. That's why I don't listen to a lot of you weenies out there. A lot of y'all are talking y'all weenies, okay? Because you know damn well if somebody threw you $300, you would do what somebody told you to do. So don't tell, oh, he want him to act like. No, I don't want him to do nothing. I'm just telling him what's gonna happen. Okay, but we know your price tag is super low. Some of y'all would do what somebody said for a four from Wendy's. Let's not act like you guys got it like that. Let's not act like you ain't did less. Okay, let's just understand that. A lot of you guys are walking around here acting like y'all all that, and we know you ain't shit. We know that. Okay, for some season tickets, you'd wear a thong to the game. So let's not try to walk and act like you wouldn't do it, bro. Like I said, your price tag is super low. All right. We can go to your profile and look at your girl and tell that your standards ain't high. Trust and believe that. Okay. So I just wanted to go ahead and preface that. I'm not even going to read your comment if your comment is talking no stupid shit, because I just checked you right now. You know your price tag is cheap. You know that, though. For a 50-cent raise, bro, you would definitely touch your toes. Okay, you would. All right. So let's get back to it. So I'm gonna read you guys' comments. Those who tipped your boy get their comments read first and foremost, bro. You know how it goes. Okay, my peoples first. X-Men with the $9.99 dono. What's good, big dog? Hey man. Hey man, I'm very happy that this is over with, bro. The draft was, to me, it was alright. I mean, it was, there's things that I wanted that I didn't get, and as a fan, I got to go through my situation. My situation is I'm gonna go through what I wanted. I didn't get it. I gotta reconcile that, and then I can move on. But some of the stuff I didn't like. Okay, some of it I didn't like, and that's just what it is, man. I ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. I'm gonna say what I do, and that's what it is. All right. Next comment, paid comment. All right. First and foremost, Booty Bang with the $10 dono. What's up, Shaq? Even though DC and AP aren't with us anymore, best of luck to those guys. You know those saying, once a Raider, always a Raider. Hey man, like I said, man, these fans don't get to decide who's a Raider, who ain't a Raider, bro. Okay, you ain't Al Davis. All right. Fudge Dog, what's going on, man? Glad Shedeur got picked up. $19.99 dono. I am too, bro. I'm a big fan of Shedeur. I'm a big fan of Prime, but you got to understand when there's a time and place for everything, bro. There's nothing wrong with being brash, but get the job first, bro. Get the job first, and then get off of probation, get the job first. And then, when they present you with a full time, you're off of probation, 90-day probation, and they give you your badge or whatever they give you and shit. They give you your tool set and tell you in the union. Then it's time for you to pop collars, bro. You got to know when to do it and when not to. All right. You don't do it out in front of the place. All right. Okay. Straight up. All right. Okay. Let's read, man. Who else, man? Looking for the people who took care of your boy, man. Taking care of your bartender always gets read first. College football, man. Well done, my guy. Good to see a wise take about the dude. I think a lot of people are going to lose their jobs for messing down the line. Yeah, they're going to lose their jobs later, bro. I mean, this happens in every big industry. College football. It happens in every industry. I'm in the entertainment industry. I got into the game, man, for being in the record industry. Okay, that's how I got in, man. Producing artists, being an artist, and dealing with major record companies. That's how I got into this whole shit. Okay, of course I'm a sports guy, play sports, but I'm a musician too. And it was the same thing that happened when labels would say a certain artist didn't have it, and they would go somewhere else, and they would become successful. All right. My wife used to work for Universal Music Group, biggest record company in the world. Everybody who you like is probably on Universal on one of them labels. And she worked with one of the big time senior VPs of A&R for a certain company. I'm not gonna say his name. I ain't gonna dox nothing. And my wife would always be listening to stuff at her, at her desk, and he would walk by and hear my wife's music, her playlist, and he would be like, "Man, who's that you're playing? You're always playing somebody." She never knew who he was until he found out later that he was a super big dude. And so one time she asked him, she was like, once he found out who he was, she asked him, who is the artist that you wish you would have signed and you didn't? So I'm just giving you an example how these people get it wrong. He said, first thing, he started breathing hard. He says, "I really blew it." Now this is a dude who makes probably about 20 million a year, head of one of the biggest record companies in the world. And he said, "I had an opportunity to sign Alicia Keys and I didn't do it." And that's one of my wife's favorite artists. He's like, "Oh my God, why didn't you sign her?" He says, "Because I couldn't see anybody liking a girl playing the piano singing like that. I just thought it wasn't gonna work." How right was he? He was wrong. He says, "I kicked myself in the ass every day for making that mistake." And he never made that mistake again. But he has to live with the fact that he didn't sign Alicia Keys, and he was the first person that he got the demo to. He had the whole package, pictures, demo, everything. He heard everything, the whole album. He's like, I don't think that's gonna work. I'll pass. Bad mistake, all right? So when you say people losing their jobs down the line, it's gonna happen, bro. Somebody's gonna get fired for that. We don't know who it's gonna be, and you're not even gonna remember. But somebody made a big mistake. Shedeur's gonna be better than 5th. Okay? He's gonna be better than that. He might not be first pick, first round, but he's better than 5th. All right? Some of these dudes that got drafted before him, he's gonna outplay them dudes. Somebody's gonna lose their job. All right? That's facts. All right? Just trying to tell you, man, people get it wrong every day. All right? Who else on here took care of their boy? All right, so that's it. Let me read you guys' questions, man. And like I said before, if you said anything stupid, I ain't reading it, bro. And if you said something that offends me, I'm gonna block the shit out of you. Here's your opportunity to delete your shit. Okay, you better go over and look over your post right now, dog. Okay, but I definitely gonna get rid of you. Booty Bang, what's going on, big dog? Shady Business, we back. You already know what it is, Shady Business. We blazing one for the nation, and we do what the hell we wanna do. Okay? Men do what they want. Boys do what they can. And I do what I want. Okay? You know that. Haven't noticed. I always do what I want. Okay? Devon Lauren in the house. What's going on, nephew? Justin Saw. Hey, Justin Saw. Justin Saw, you already know. Okay, while you guys were pulling the cracks out of your ass, pulling those panties out of your behind, I was outside getting my shit. Okay, I'll show it to you in a little bit. All right. Leon P said, "Did you see the BS the NFL pulled?" Yeah, they got away with it. I mean, that's what it is, bro. Is it BS if you get away with it? I mean, for all these people saying that he should be humble, bro, the president of the United States ain't humble. I mean, damn. Are you gonna tell Trump to be humble? Oh, you ain't gonna do that. I mean, you don't get to tell somebody how to be, bro. Oh, you should have been. Man, if you were in that position, then you should be having more than what you got. All right? Straight up, man. Don't ever try to tell a man how he needs to be. A man gonna live it down. However a man wanna be is how a man wanna be. Man wanna be a drug addict. Man wanna be a thief. Man wanna be a hoe. Man wanna be a punk. He wanna be a deadbeat. Let him be that. Spend your time doing what you're supposed to do. All right? So, salute to that. All right? Booty Bang, what's going on? Justice Sizzle. All right? Robert Benjamin, they gave him the cap treatment. He lucky he didn't get that. But Deion Sanders is still an all-time great. All right? 2 things that wouldn't have happened. Number one, if Shedeur's last name was Anders, take the S off. Shedeur Anders. None of that would have happened because he wouldn't have been in the position that he was into to be a threat to the ways of the NFL. All right. And number two, if his last name wasn't Sanders, he would have went undrafted. If they would have allowed him to be an undrafted free agent, they would have ruined their relationship with Prime. Prime is an all-time top 75 player, top 100 player, he is a top 22 player, okay? Meaning that 11 positions on offense, 11 positions on defense. Dion is in the top 22 players to ever play the game. So they weren't going to humiliate and ruin that relationship, because if they would have done that, Prime would have never had anything to do with the league again. He would have never showed up to anything else. Trust me, Dion would not be involved with the NFL if they did his son that bad. As far as Shiloh's concerned, that's different. But Shedeur, if they would have left him out and didn't draft him at all, their relationship with Prime is over. Okay? So, luckily for him, it worked both ways. It worked that he was in the position to get put on punishment because his last name was Sanders, and it worked for him not to be undrafted because his name was Sanders. They were like, okay, that's enough. Let's go ahead and take the moratorium off of him now because we've made our point. All right? Straight up. Shady business was going on. Jay Merriam was going on. JPTV was going on. Booty Bag said I wanted Will Howard. Well, man, like I said before, man, it doesn't seem like no matter who we get, bro, we don't never get what we want as a fan, bro. Outside of the first pick, the rest of these picks, man, are all question marks. I don't care what none of y'all say. All right, DJ Santiago in the house. What's going on, big dog? What's happening? Okay, what's gotten Shady business? Browns got 5 quarterbacks. Well, actually, they got 5 quarterbacks on the roster, but they really only got 3 quarterbacks because number one, Deshaun Watson tore his Achilles again in January. He's done. He's not coming back. Maybe later in the year. Joe Flacco is not coming. It shouldn't be there. I mean, he's 42. So you really only have 3 dudes. You got Dylan Gabriel, you got Kenny Pickett, and then you got Shedeur. So even though there's 5 on the roster, there won't be 5 on the roster come preseason. There'll only be possibly 3. So I think his situation's a little bit better than people think. All right. I appreciate everybody with the donos. Chris Leonard, what's going on? Justin saw, I want to know how many times we passed him up so many times because everybody was passing him up. All right. Now we're stuck with AOC. I told you don't think AOC's not going to be around. Booty Bang said, I feel bad for Shedeur. Well, man, that makes sense. But I don't feel bad for him now because he's in the NFL. I would feel more bad for him if he didn't get drafted. So he's in the league now. He can know that he made it, bro. His dream has been met. It didn't get met the way he wanted it to. He wanted to be the first pick of the draft and all of that. But you're in the NFL now, bro. You have an opportunity. Move on. You're in the league. You're one of the elite players in the world. Get out there, man, and make them regret it, bro. Get out there and make them feel bad. Go out there and blow their asses up out there, bro. That's how you get even with everybody. Okay? Faded business, man, even while I'm working. That's right. Chilling. That's right. That's right. Laying in the cut. Carlos Sanchez. Okay, let's get these likes up straight up, man. Chris Leonard. Raiders only focused on DTs and wide receivers, it seems. I don't know, dog. Hey, man, you got to talk to them about it. I thought Brady was here. I thought Brady was here to get a quarterback, bro. I mean, you guys believe in everything they tell you guys. I ain't seen Brady do a damn thing. Nothing. Okay? Booty Bang said yesterday was legendary. There's one of those all-time ones. All right, yeah, hopefully we get a quarterback. We'll see. Jamal said nice draft. Yeah, your Cowboys, y'all did okay. Y'all did a thing. All right. Okay, Justice Saw says, and another thing. You're right again about how we kept trading back. I told you guys that's what we were doing. Bro. We were just getting more and more picks, bro. Like, we weren't drafting for quality. You know why? Because we're building through the draft, which is what? Multiple drafts. We're not doing what y'all thought we were doing, dog. Okay? We're not. We didn't draft anybody on that defensive side of the ball. They're going to be killing us on defense, bro. I mean, who's going to be covering people? Who's going to be in the secondary? Who's going to be the linebacking core? I mean, We didn't do much. All right. Okay. Yeah, straight up, man. I see you guys. Arnell said Genty too small. All right, man. It that sounds good. Okay, sounds good. But what if he isn't? Like I said, man. You flip the coin as heads. I flip the coin as tails. Man, you don't know how to predict the future. Okay, that's just your opinion. Salute to your opinion, but we definitely ain't. Your word ain't gospel, bro. What's them Powerball numbers, homie? If you got it like that, what's them Powerball numbers? Everybody got an opinion. Okay, all right. But at the end of the day, man, don't matter. Shady Business said, look good, smell good, smoke good, it's all good. Facts. Say, Shady Business said, haters gonna hate, that's their job. Yeah, man. And if you haven't noticed, man, the haters do a great job, bro. The problem is they don't get nothing out of it. They get a little bit of attention for like not even 15 seconds of fame, bro. They get their little bit of shit. Okay, they got to go right back to their sorry ass job. Okay, looking at a girl who definitely is 80 pounds heavier than she was when you got with her, who ain't even thinking about a gym or getting on a diet. Hey man, hating don't win. You don't get your shit. It don't, bro. Unless you're gonna physically get off your haunches and go and stop somebody from doing some shit, your hate don't mean nothing, bro. It's just another person out here looking crazy. All right. Jamal said a good person and a football player. Said I wanted to draft him in the second round. I wanted to draft him too, man. I think he's gonna ball, bro. Okay. All right. Yeah, the tennis team, all that. You said, what about Shiloh? Shiloh's probably gonna go. Shiloh's probably go undrafted, man. But that's to be expected. That's to be expected. If he does. Shiloh gonna get picked up by somebody, bro. Everybody ain't gonna make it, bro. Everybody's not gonna make it. Okay, so it is what it is. Jamal said that's most civilians. Yeah, most civilians, man. But the problem with being a civilian is when you out here and you in the active area, you got to stay a civilian. Okay, you walking through the war zone, you don't get to talk. Your ass is supposed to be ducking for cover. Civilians are supposed to be finding a way out of the war zone, not in the war zone, tweeting and talking and waving their hands around and making it about them. Then you wonder why there's a hot one in your ass. Okay, so that's true, but it's very safe on the internet. All right, till somebody starts looking for it. All right, okay. Justice Saw said, in my opinion, it got nothing to do with race. Cam Ward got picked #1 overall. You can't use that, man. You can't use that somebody that was playing with the system. You can't use that, dog. You can't use the fact that Cam Ward is black and Shedeur is black, so there wasn't no racism involved, bro. You can't do that, man, because Cam Ward was doing everything he's supposed to do. Did y'all see Cam Ward on that stage? Like, there's certain things, bro. Like, I'm trying to tell you, man. Like, I know for a fact, man, the majority of you guys on here, y'all colorblind. Y'all don't have no racial problem. Y'all don't have no racial bias. Okay? But part of not having any racial bias is not for somebody who's not of a certain background to act like you know what's going on in that background. Like, I don't get to go and start talking about the Hispanic community because I'm not racist. I don't have the expertise, nor should I have the damn balls to say, and I'm not saying you're doing this, Justin, I'm not going to speak on something that I'm not a part of. I'm not a part of the Hispanic community, so who am I to start talking about what Hispanics should be doing or what they're not going through? That's the difference. A lot of people, you guys talk about what somebody should be doing, and you don't have no idea what the hell you're talking about just because you got one black friend. That don't mean shit. Okay? All right? So I don't do that. But I'll say this. Cam Ward was in pocket. What did Cam Ward have on when he came out? See, these are the type of things y'all don't notice that I noticed. Cam Ward came out in a very conservative suit. He had on a regular, nice suit jacket. He had on like a mock turtleneck, white shirt, and a thin ass chain this thick. His chain was thin as hell. These other dudes came out with their grandmama's drapes on, big ass medallion, dark ass sunglasses. Did Cam Ward have on sunglasses? No. Cam Ward had on no sunglasses. You could see his eyes. Very composed, very conservative. Came out not flashy at all. That is the image that the National Football League wants. Cam Ward did it the way he was supposed to. That's why he was drafted #1, because they're going to try to make him the face of the league. And that's facts. Cam Ward did everything right. Tell me one thing Cameron Ward did wrong. Nothing. He went to the combine. He participated in the combine. He did all his interviews perfectly. He didn't go in brash. He didn't go in with an attitude. He didn't go in cocky. He came in conservative outfit. He read the playbook. He went right down the rules and read it all. Did it right. Not flashy. Not making it about him. Not saying nothing brash and crazy. Not even talking. Came out, stood there. Did what he's supposed to do. Now let him do something that ain't that, and you see how it turns out. All right? Okay? So that's what I got to say about that. All right? Carl Sanchez says, Big Shirley T. All right? Clippy said, sports is a microcosm of real life. Look at what they try to do to us. We're too competent, like trying to get stripped for not going to Vietnam. They try to break us. Ali. Yeah, man. You got to understand, man, that if you're a threat, you're a threat. There's nothing you can do. You didn't make yourself into a threat. They're determining you to be one. Scared, bro. What's the best way to deal with somebody you feel is threatening, man? Hold them down. Make sure that they don't get too full of themselves where you can't control them. It's that simple, bro. You can go to the weight room or get out of jail, man, and you Debo. You the biggest cat in the world. You on these streets, man, these dudes is pulling out that damn stunt. They're pulling out that damn straight shoot your ass with that electricity. Or they gonna pull out some hot one and put it in your life, because they ain't trying to go toe to toe with you. Ain't gonna be no let's square up, Mr. Officer. Nah, dog. You are imposing. We're scared. We're pulling guns out. We're not even gonna try it. We're gonna exert our power over you, and that's it. All right. So yeah. Anytime you're making them uncomfortable, they're gonna definitely try to neutralize your shit, bro. They're gonna do that, dog. That's facts. I don't give a damn who you are. You don't get to be bigger than the program, dog. You either operate within the confines of the program or you're out the program. All right, straight up. Kojak says, what do you think GT will do? I think GT's gonna have a good season. I think GT's gonna get 1,000 yards. I think GT's gonna get 1,000 yards. 1,000 yards shouldn't be hard in a 17-game season, bro. Okay, shouldn't be hard. Shouldn't be hard. He should get 1,000. I think he's gonna get 1,000. Okay, I said he should be getting anywhere between 1,100 or higher. All right, I think he's gonna get $1,000. I think he's gonna get $1,000. It shouldn't be hard, bro. You got 17 games. All right, you get 60 yards, 65 yards in 17 games. You're gonna be well over 1,000 yards. He doesn't even really have to do that well, you know. He doesn't have to do that crazy. He get 40 yards a game. He's gonna hit close to 1,050. He's gonna hit it. So I think he's gonna get 1,000 yards. I definitely think he'll be he definitely has a chance to be Rookie of the Year if he's showcased the way he could be showcased. I don't think he's gonna be a bust at all. I don't see bust on him at all. I see a dude that's gonna play football, but it's all gonna be the contingent on that offensive line and the scheme that not Pete Carroll, but that Chip Kelly imposes. Is this RPO offense going to be a full-time RPO? Okay, or is it going to be we're going to run certain packages? So I expect Genty to do well, man. I think he's going to do well. I do. I don't think he's not going to do well. All right. Shady Business said they were punishing him for the sins of the father. What sins of the father did Dion commit? What sins of the father did he commit outside of what he said about, yeah, man, certain teams better not draft my son or we're going to do an Eli. I mean, outside of that, man, Dion's always been brash. So I don't think that had anything to do with it. I think it was a culmination of what they didn't participate in. I think the participation part, Shady Business, was more. I gave you the 4 reasons of why I thought. There's 4 glaring reasons of things that they did not do. And the first thing was not participating in the combine. Then it just got worse. Okay, I guarantee you, if he would have threw in the combine, he wouldn't be where he's at. Okay, all right, man. All right, what's going on? Chris Jones in the house. Ikey boy. Almost looked like he told the Browns, don't draft me, and so the NFL colluded until he was being drafted by the Browns. I mean, is it collusion if you're a privately held organization and you're it's a country club? Ike, boy, let me put it to you like this, bro. We just had the Masters last week, man. Biggest golf tournament, biggest golf championship in the world. The Masters. They're at Augusta. It's an old golf course. It's in the South. It's in Georgia, bro. You think Michael Jordan's a member of Augusta? No. This is Michael Jeffrey Jordan, bro. A man that's worth $4 billion, one of the greatest athletes in history, can't get a membership to Augusta because he's not the right tone. Is anybody going to say that Augusta is colluding to keep him out? Tiger Woods not a member. Why do you think Michael Jordan built his own golf courses down in Florida? So did Tiger Woods, because they want to have their own shit. So it's not colluding if everybody's agreeing and we're private. We're not a publicly held organization. We can do what we want. The NFL is not publicly traded. They can do whatever they want to do. So if all 32 owners decide that, yeah, man, this is for the best of what our situation is, and they keep somebody out, they can do that. They did it to Colin Kaepernick. They can do it to whoever they choose to do it to. But I think that due to the fact that Deion Sanders is an all-time great, they took it easy on Shedeur. I think they said, okay, that's enough. Somebody waved the flag and said, okay, that's enough. Somebody did. And if you think it's Roger Goodell, it wasn't. It was one of those powerful owners, okay? Allegedly. All right? You can figure out who they are. Okay? All right, man. Young D in the house, man. Let's get these likes up. Richard Patterson, the cream always rises to the top. Haters gonna hate. And the players are going to play. Facts. Okay. The young Ocho Cinco says you're not bigger than the NFL. You're not bigger than the program. That's Ocho. He's out too. He was out. Like, do you guys remember back in the days where when you messed up with the Patriots, you were done? You remember when you were like that? Remember when the Patriots had so much cachet that if you went to the Patriots and you blew it, you were finished. Ocho Cinco found that out. Remember when Ocho came in there? Ocho is a person who knows. He came in there, Bill, doing all this Ocho shit, and Bill Belichick. They were on what's the show man where they do was it Hard Knocks? He was on that, and Bill called him and told him to play his playbook and kicked and got rid of his ass right on the national TV. And Ocho was never playing no more after that. Randy Moss went to the Raiders, alligator arming passes, not trying to catch shit, devaluing himself. Next year goes to the Patriots, breaks Jerry Rice's single season reception record and touchdown record that next year. Went 16-0, 17-0, and lost in the Super Bowl to Eli and them. Okay, messed up with Bill Belichick, and he was a journeyman after that. So yeah, man, nobody's bigger than the program, homie. All right. Joaquin Chacon said, bro, Mannings do it and the rest can't. Simple as that. Yeah, man. Hey, man, that's what it is. The league picks its own people. You're not one of them. Fudge Dog, what's going on, man? All right. Booty Bang, Shedeur is definitely going to be the quarterback. Clippy says, I was hoping that he didn't get undrafted. I was starting to think that it was a possibility. Yeah, man, his father's pedigree saved him from that. Trust me, they would have did it if it wasn't prime. Somebody was like, all right. That's good. Nah, should we keep going? Nah, that's good, man. That's good. I mean, a lot of y'all on here is parents, bro. Sometimes, man, you tell your child they're on punishment for this long, and then you get a second thought. You come home from work and you look at them and you're like, okay, man, that's good. That's what you could do. Oh, I thought you were going to keep them on punishment for a year. Yeah, man, at that time, but you don't want to kill the morale of your kid, bro. You don't want to, unless you're just an asshole. A lot of y'all are assholes, but when enough's enough, it's enough, dog. You did enough. Okay? Stop, beating a dead horse, man. Horse is dead, homie. You still kicking it? You acting like Diddy kicking Cassie, man. Cassie down already, bro. Why you still kick? You shouldn't be kicking her in the first place. It's enough. Okay. Look how quick he got drafted when they lifted it. Look how quick he got off the board. That's credibility. That shows that they were making a point. They're like, okay, man, that's enough. Okay, boom, pick him up. What it is, dog. Okay. All right, Mike Hurd in the house. All right. I'm going to scroll past some of you guys. Richard Pasman, racism, straight and simple. Could be. All right. Israel Mendoza, Matthew Berry Brown, GM, did not look happy drafting Sanders. I hope the young man succeeds because he was told what he had to do. That's why he looked the way he looked. All right. I agree. It's not a racist thing, but nobody's bigger than the show program. Not for long. Nobody's bigger than the Shield. Nobody's bigger than the Shield, bro. Nobody, bro. All right. Booty Bang said the NFL still mad that Al sued them and won. Only man that ever sued the NFL and won. But let's not act like Al got a straight walk-off home run. Al Davis won two things. He won the right to move the Raiders from Oakland to Los Angeles, and he won his punitive suit. When he tried to sue for a couple of $100 million, he won that, and he got awarded $1 from the jury. One. Look it up. Al didn't get no bread. They said, you get to move your team, Al. Well, what about the punitive damages? Nah, you get $1. You win, but you don't get paid. You get $1. So let's not act like Al just was Babe Ruth in it. Okay? Al hit a home run, and then he got a sacrifice fly and got a run in, but that was it. Okay, getting ready to go? Yeah. All right. Okay, man, I'm going to be gone. I'm believing we got to go, man. We got things to do. I'm going to give you guys another minute or so, then I got to go. All right. Wife just said we got things to do. All right. Okay, man. All right, man. I see you guys on here, man. Ant Cuts, man. He's a dog now. Yes, he is. Salute to all you guys on here, man. I got things to do, man. Wifey said it's time for us to go. All right, man. Yeah, you already know. I kick your ass off my shit. You already know that, Justin Sai. I don't play. Salute to the entire chat, man. Let me see if I can shout some of you guys out. Wifey standing right here. She's like, we got to go. We got things to do. Okay. Unknown Raider guy was going on, man. Fidel Torres in the house was going on, man. Bronco fans for life. The haters that are bothered. We don't care about haters, bro. Haters got to do their job, bro. We got to do our job. All right. I agree. All right. Okay. I see you guys. Elmatic in the house. What's happening? All right. G Davenport in the house. Fudge Dog in the house. Okay. Like I said, if you said anything stupid, I'm not reading your shit, man. If I'm ignoring you, I'm doing it on purpose. Okay. Self Network said if his board work wasn't good, I can see why they dropped. His board work was bad from what I heard from several sources. I heard his board work was atrocious. I'm telling you, I heard that from several people. Okay. All right. I'm scrolling, man. If I said your name already, I already did. If I didn't, there's a reason why, unless I'm just missing you. Luke Williams in the house, man. I agree about Genty. Joshua said he's good. He's just too damn cocky, but he didn't interview well. Well, he paid the price for that, bro. I mean, you can't kick him after he paid his price and he got put on parole. You mean you ain't gonna beat him up for what he did. He served his time. He's out now. Let's see what he does now. Let's see if he pops it the way he used to. Okay, I don't think he's gonna pop it like he did before. Brother Trife in the house was going on. Whittington Thomas was happening. Patrice, I see you on here. I gotta go though. Wifey said it's time to go. We got things to do. What grade would I give our draft overall? I haven't seen the rest of the draft, man. I'll do that later. I didn't watch it. I stopped watching it yesterday. I was good. All right, man. Okay, gotta go. Scrolling to Dakota Miller. The draft is so much fun. I'm good on no more second and third days for me. I'm good with that. All right, man. I'm scrolling. See if I get everybody. Did I get everybody? Our College Football Hall of Fame, man. I already appreciate that. All y'all that gave donos up. Love y'all, man. Gotta go though. Okay, gotta go, man. Got things to do. Shedeur's in the league. You haters didn't stop shit. All you did was talk, and now you have to talk more. You're talking and you're not getting paid. But I'm talking, and I am. Matt the Shaq Unfiltered.